Nice about Mike is I always refer to Mike as a root. You can't move him once he gets to the rim.
Kimball McKenzie for Charvis. Looking for space. Guarded by Bernatowski in the corner. Kaiser for three. Too strong on his first attempt. Yeah. Denzel Dyson with the loose ball.
Weave action by Guelph because they want to find out real early how Hamilton's going to be playing on the ball screens and on the handoffs.
Fraser trying to back down Lufiel, and there's a foul right off the bat. No, called a travel on Mike Fraser.
Yeah, Mike likes to go over that left shoulder, and that's good scouting report work by Bendigo in that he forced him to go to his left side and caused him to stumble.
So Olufamu Timmy with the ball, leading the charge out of the University of Arkansas. For Charvis, Kaiser. Charvis puts up his first three, drains it. Big three, start things off for Guelph.
Like I said, Myles has embraced this new role. He can shoot the basketball and play the point.
Ricky Tarrant Jr., he sure can play the point. And we got a foul off the ball. Looks like it's going to be on Famu Timmy. It is, as he's trying to keep pace with Xavier Rattan-Mays skipping around.
He's got the assignment, so, you know, I could see that foul. His job is to try to deny him the ball before he gets it.
Xavier. And then another foul off the ball. Two again, Famu Timmy, two quick fouls. That should see him to the bench pretty quickly. And yeah, exactly. Ty Corvin jumping off the bench, getting his sweats off. Famu Timmy's still out there.
But a big foul because your game plan is Olu on Xavier. And so him with two now puts him in a little bit of a defensive stance.
Now XRM knows he's going to have the space here. Bernatowski for three, too strong. Ball bouncing around. Frazier with the rebound. That's exactly what he brings to the table. Shot clock at 5. Bernatowski lefty off the glass. Nope, not there. Mike Frazier took a good knock. No foul called. Xavier Rattan-Mays step back, short on his attempt. Bernatowski easy left-handed lay-in.
The impressive part of that series was 3 offensive rebounds to keep the possession alive.
Both teams off the snide. Guelph with a 3-2 lead. Myles Charvis skipping through everyone, and that's got to be a charge, and it is. Lufiel called with the charge. Put his shoulder in to Bernatowski. Well done.
Yeah, Murphy's been very good at defending the post. He's a good shooter, good pick and pop guy, but has always been a very good post defender, and there he did a nice job with his positioning.
So Joel Kindred into the game, not for Famu Timmy. So Kissy is going to stick to the plan, leave Olu out there. Ricky Tarrant Jr. from the free throw line, little floater, nothing but net. Ricky Tarrant Jr.
Yeah. When Ricky handles the middle of the floor, Hamilton's at their best.
Famu Timmy, high off the glass, not there. Rebound Mike Frazier again. Frazier making an impact early.
Absolutely, but 2 real good defensive series by Murphy.
Rattan-Mays. And then he draws the foul on Kaiser. Xavier will get himself to the free throw line.
Now got the responsibility of guarding Xavier because of the Olo foul situation.
So Xavier at the free throw line out of Scarborough, Ontario. Played his college ball, mentioned in the pregame at Florida State. With the CEBL record, 37 points in his debut. And he also got cold a little in the third quarter. It's like, so this guy, I mean, he's capable of putting 50 any night.
Absolutely. She's got great range, but he's a very good pull-up shooter too.
McKenzie back out to Charvis. Kimball, nowhere to run. Guelph messing around with it a little too high. Kindred in the corner. Misses on his attempt. Rebound Hamilton.
Yeah, Hamilton's got real good length on the floor from Denzel, Dyson, and Xavier.
Rattan Mays definitely got the size advantage on Charvis. Fadeaway jump shot, gorgeous. Xavier Rattan Mays.
Yeah. Tough basket. Good defense. Best that Jarvis could do on that.
That's going to be there all day for Xavier if he can make that shot. McKenzie skates through everyone. Little finger roll. Nice basket, Kimball McKenzie.
Yeah, Kimball's very good at attacking the basket and finishing. Does a real good job of getting to the free throw line with those attacks.
Rattan Mays again. Got away with a little push-off. Gets his own rebounds. Xavier Rattan Mays back-to-back baskets. 9-5, Hamilton with the lead. Joel Kindred put that up. Muscled his way through. Nice finish from Joel.
Two good finishes on those last two plays. Guys attacking the basket, looking to score, not worrying about the contact.
Ricky Tarrant looking for space. Demetrius Denzel Dyson, and he's fouled by McKenzie as he's shooting three. Triple D will shoot 3 free throws.
One of the things you don't like to see happening early in a game when you get a real good shooter like Triple D, you don't like to send him to the free throw line early in the game where he gets a chance to knock down a few, build up a little bit of confidence, and then he gets, as a shooter, you're always better if your last shot went in, even though it's a layup or a free throw.
So Kimball, a shooter himself, he's got to know that better than anyone. So Demetrius Denzel Dyson at the line. 2 years at the University of Massachusetts. Also 2 years at Samford.
Yeah, Demetrius is good coming off a screen, but he's a great deep set shooter.
It's the second one. 10-7. He's got one more free throw. Demetrius out of Covington, Tennessee. I like his shoes, some nice fresh Nikes. Hits the second. 11-7, 6:12 to go in the first quarter. Both teams feeling each other out. Myles Charvis in the corner for Famu Timmy. Short on his attempt. Nobody there but Xavier Rattan Mays. XRM spin move. Looking around, he's got Tarrant Jr. Ricky Tarrant Jr. wildly throws that up. Famu Timmy with the loose ball. Kindred running the floor. And again, that's twice. Kindred just kind of tossed it at the basket awkwardly, and they both fallen for him.
Yeah, got fortunate on that because in both cases he was trying to draw the foul rather than the finish, and was fortunate that he did finish.
Luck on Joel's side here in the first quarter. Rattan Mays step back, short on his attempt. Charvis with the rebound for Guelph. McKenzie, quick trigger. Kimball McKenzie, big three.
Yeah, Kimball's been averaging 21 points a game and has done a great job and really changed the whole complexion of this Guelph team.
Kimball from Oakville, Ontario, just down the road. Just down the 403. Mike Frazier missed an easy lay-in. Yeah. Kindred again, he's got McKenzie sneaking the back door. Great movement off the ball, Kimball McKenzie.
And that's a great play for a lot of players to see. He finished with his left hand on the right side, and that's because he used the rim to defend the shot blocker.
Good hustle up the floor, good vision. His Guelph teammates to see him making that run. 14-11, Guelph with the lead. Rattan Mays, pump fake, gets the roll off the rim.
Yeah, Xavier is going and looking to score. And Guelph has decided they're going to switch on everything. The only problem with that is both Jarvis and Kimball are a little smaller, so they got to be careful of matches.
Charvis from the free throw line, air ball on his attempt. Rattan Mays now races up the floor, and I thought he was going to get called with the charge. Turns out it's a blocking foul on Famu Timmy. That's 3 on Olu now. Surely he's got to go to the bench.
Yeah, and I don't know if he was in the circle there or if he was actually moving. Because if he's in the circle, then it's an airborne shooter and you can't charge.
We're going to go to break here. You're watching us on
disadvantage. So Hamilton does a real nice job of reading the switches and then taking care of advantage.
So here's the 6'11" Keanu Post. Started his career at Southwestern Illinois before transferring to the Missouri Tigers. Saw his first action here 2 weeks ago. One of the midseason pickups for the Honey Badgers. Gets his own rebound off the missed free throw. Hamilton will reset. Rattan Mays. Oh, sorry. Xavier behind the back pass to post. Ricky Tarrant Jr. corner 3 as the shot clock. And Keanu Post with the rebound and the big finish.
Yeah, gift basket. But that started on the free throw, the missed free throw. Not securing that rebound by Guelph.
Ty Corbin lost a handle on it. Denzel Dyson running the floor. Nice finish. And it's Demetrius Denzel Dyson talking some junk to Myles Charvis. Significantly changed.
Hamilton's gone on a 15-1 run here, and a lot of it's come off their defense to offense transition. Good defensive plays got them some easy scores on the other end.
Kaiser to Charvis. Extra pass, Ty Corbin for 3. Finally gets that one to go. Big 3, Ty Corbin.
Yeah, you'd like to see that after a timeout. Coming out, get yourself an open shot.
And what a play by Denzel Dyson just to keep that alive. Walk the tightrope and just to keep that pass in bounds. Nice play. Rattan Mays guarded by Corbin. Xavier fadeaway jump shot missed. Guelph comes up with a loose ball, racing up the floor. Wide open look for Kaiser. Missed on that attempt. Joe Rocca, seeing his first action, gets the rebound for Hamilton. Joe pulls up just in front of the free throw line. Nice basket, Joe Rocca.
Hamilton's got a bunch of shooters, and a lot of these guys will take, just take it the whole length of the court for a pull-up.
Rocca in the corner. Demetrius Denzel Dyson, big 3, triple D.
Yeah, that's way too easy. One pass and an open 3.
33-17, Honey Badgers. It's raining from all corners. Ty Corbin leaves it for Kaiser. Not a lot of movement from anybody in whites. Kaiser sees that, just throws it up. You got to do better if you're Guelph.
Absolutely, absolutely. And what Michael has to do is make sure the ball doesn't stick in his hand too long. Last time he took himself an open 3 there, maybe out of flow, and here he stopped the flow by holding on to the ball.
So Keanu Post called with a blocking foul on Kimball McKenzie. Keanu's a big 6'11", he's a big dude. He's going to get in someone's way somewhere along the way. Ty Corbin, 1 second left at the quarter, and that's not going to do it.
Done a real good job of knocking down open shots.
Samson Carter now seeing his first action with a little floater. Gets the basket. 35-17 right now. Ty Corbin with the ball. Corbin puts it up for 3. There's the response that Guelph needed. So that 33-17 lead, that's the best lead, the biggest lead Hamilton's had in the first quarter. Previous largest lead was 13 back on May 12th versus Edmonton.
Now, Guelph's gone to a 2-3 zone here, and they're a pretty small team on the floor with 3 potential point guards on the floor. So their concern is not only they have to play good defense, but they've got to make sure they box out because Hamilton's got a size advantage all over the court.
So Hamilton going into their bench as well. Mike Frazier back out, Joe Rocca, Samson Carter on the floor. Not sure what's going on, just clean up a little sweat on the floor. 15-point lead for the Honey Badgers. Xavier Rattan Mays dominant so far in the first half. And Joe Rocca almost picked the pocket of Kimball McKenzie, but that ball goes out of bounds. It's going to be Guelph ball underneath the hoop. And
you notice when Joe picked his pocket, Joe was thinking 2 passes ahead because he was going down the other end to score the easy layup.
Myles Charvis looking for help. Just not seeing a lot of movement off the ball for Guelph. Feed inside to Kaiser. Spins around, can't get it to go. Comes up with a loose ball again. Second chance, Michael Kaiser finally gets it done.
Yeah, and I think Guelph's movement, they're looking to create things by dribble penetration.
Kaiser with the finish. Joe Rocca, another big 3, Joe Rocca.
Yeah, that's the 4th 3-point shot. That's 1 pass and a shot. Coaches aren't happy about stuff like that.
Feed inside Kaiser. Got nowhere to run to. Inside, out to the corner to McKenzie. Ugly shot. Rebound, Samson Carter. XRM brings the ball up. Famu Timmy back on the floor for Guelph. XRM blows right by him. Ball bouncing around. And is that Mike Frazier going to get called with that foul?
Yeah, a good box out situation there. Mike crashed the board. You got to put a body on Mike because he's coming every time.
Frazier not happy about that. Understand his case. He's jumping around for the loose ball. 16-point lead for Hamilton. Charvis. And it looks like Rattan Mays is going to pick up his first foul of the night.
So if Guelph's going to play smaller in all these positions, they're at a disadvantage on the defensive end when it comes to boards. But where they have an advantage is they've got 3 guys who are looking for the best matchup to create penetration and then react off of that. Myles did a real nice job there of attacking the rim.
Charvis out of Ryerson University in Toronto. Played under, of course, the great Roy Rana, now down at Sacramento on Luke Walton's staff. Ricky Tarrant Jr. to Rattan Mays. Xavier kicks out Ricky Tarrant Jr. Thought he was going to take that 3, and he's going to get called with a push-off. I don't know about that. I mean, Ricky's got the ball in his hand. He's just as shocked as I am.
Yeah, now he may have extended with his arm. But also in there, if you're watching that play, Mike Frazier just moved Michael Kaiser like right out of the key.
Either way, turnover. It's going to be Guelph ball. What Guelph needed. Ty Corbin is his dad, former head coach of the Utah Jazz. Been an assistant as well in the NBA for years. McKenzie, fadeaway of his own, short on that attempt. And again, no one for Guelph there looking for a rebound. Ricky Tarrant Jr., extra pass underneath, loose ball. Joe Rocca comes up with it, and then Joe just tossed that one a couple rows deep.
Well, lack of movement always makes it easier to defend. Defenders want to be able to stand there, see the ball, and see everything coming. But if you move the defense with ball movement, then all of a sudden everything becomes tougher to defend and easier to score.
So Rocca was looking for Ricky Tarrant in the corner. Oh, Ty Corbin just undressed Joe Rocca, but Mike Frazier comes in with the help and the block. And that's going to be on Ricky Tarrant, the foul.
Say it again. You got 3 point guards on the floor, and maybe that's holding the ball a little bit, but at the same time, when any of them have an advantage and they feel they can take someone, they're looking to take it to score, and if you stop them, then they're going to look to kick it out.
38-23, Hamilton comfortably in front. If Guelph's going to chip away at this, they're going to have to start hitting some threes. Can't just, you mentioned the small line at the 3 guards. They can't be attacking the basket against these big guys. Points got to come from the outside.
Yeah, but it's early in the game, and you got to defend. You got to get stops and just build off your defense a little bit. What the Guelph has to do is make sure that they box out because they're much smaller on the court.
It's a scorching August day here in Hamilton, Ontario. Thankfully, this building's comfortably air-conditioned. Murphy Bernatowski back on the floor, number 34, Hamilton. He's got the ball in his hand right now. And then he did have the ball in his hand, had his pocket picked by Jermel Kennedy.
Yeah, I've only watched Jamel play a couple times now over his career. But what I do like about Jamel, when you ask him where he's from, he tells you Malton. All the great players who are from Malton, Ontario will tell you Malton. For many years, Malton was the capital or the center of the earth when it came to basketball town.
Hosted by DJ Four Corners, the Toronto Raptors official DJ. Kirk is an old friend of mine. I've known him for many years. Great DJ, great guy. Good to see him getting involved with the CEBL. He'll know how to turn the party out there in Saskatchewan. Joe, you got to be looking forward to heading out there in a couple weeks.
Yeah, I am, and it's nice to see Saskatchewan playing better. I think it's going to be a great atmosphere for our inaugural championship. I think it's a great location, and we're going to have 4 very good teams there.
So lead down to 11. Ricky Tarrant Jr. and Ricky's fouled. He's going to go to the line. So Xavier Rattan Mays still with 11, leading Hamilton right now. Ty Corbin now with 8, for Guelph leads the Nighthawks.
What I like what Hamilton's doing is they've got like 11 more shot attempts already than Guelph, and that's because they've rebounded the ball real well. They haven't turned it over. They're getting quality shots because they're working real hard to get them.
So Ricky Tarrant Jr. at the line out of Pleasant Grove, Alabama, played 2 years at Tulane, then transferred to the Alabama Crimson Tide. Dealt with some injury problems there and then transferred again, ended up playing for the Memphis Tigers.
Yeah, Ricky constantly puts pressure on you because he attacks the rim so well.
Charvis skating around everyone and then threw that off someone in black on Hamilton. Was out of bounds. So Xavier Rattan-Mays back in. Joe Rocket to the bench. 6:46 to go in the half. 12-point lead for the Honey Badgers. 12 inbounds underneath the basket. Famu Timmy back out there. Olu went underneath the basket. Keanu Post comes up with a loose ball. Hamilton's got 3-on-2. Ricky Tarrant Jr. takes it coast to coast. Nice finish.
Hamilton's transition on from defense to offense has been exceptional on steals and, in that case there, a missed shot.
Ty Corbin guarded by the big man Keanu Post and then just undresses him, but the shot can't fall for him, Xavier Rattan-Mays with the ball. Ricky Tarrant Jr., heat check. No dice. Rebound Ty Corbin.
The problem with Guelph just taking a shot on one-on-one situations is it's very difficult to rebound if there's no movement on the floor.
Famutimi Olu, big three. Bit more like it from Guelph.
Yeah, he's been their best three-point shooter all season, their best overall scorer.
41-30. Guelph staying in it. XRM getting double teamed right now. Got to find someone open. And it looks like XRM stepped out of bounds. Turnover going to be Guelph ball.
Great trap. Michael Kaiser's got the size, but what Myles Charvis did on that there was he came in and trapped his legs. A great trap isn't just for size. If you can trap his legs and don't allow him to pivot, it's a good trap.
I learned that last week doing the Niagara game with you, so I'm going to use that now, stealing that. Myles Charvis and Ricky Tarrant Jr. dropped to the floor. Myles Charvis, easy jump shot. Ricky, just a little limp.
And that could be a communication injury there too. Maybe somebody didn't call the screen on him because he hit it pretty hard.
Denzel Dyson, fadeaway jumper, a nice basket. Demetrius Denzel Dyson. 43-32. Ty Corbin. Guelph seems intent, really slowing the game down. Milking the shot clock down a little bit. Long three from Charvis from damn near half court. Big three, Myles Charvis.
A confident three. A confident three.
Love that. Nothing else doing for Guelph. He puts it up. Looked good as soon as it left his fingers. Rattan-Mays. He's going to try to walk it like he talks it here. Ricky Tarrant Jr. skates through everyone in white. What a finish, Ricky Tarrant Jr.
Ricky attacks the rim and will finish. What you've got to force Ricky to do if he's going to get by you, you've got to force him now to kick it out. If he pulls up for a jump shot, then there's no chance of a charge. But if he's going to go to the rim and then kick it out, now you got a chance at a charge.
So Ricky parted the Red Sea right there. There was just a sea. There was four guys in white jerseys all around him, and he just went through the lane and finished. So Ricky going to try and convert the three-point play with 4:36 to go in the half.
In all the Hamilton games I've watched this season, when Ricky gets to the free throw line, Hamilton plays much better. That means that he's orchestrating the offense by him attacking the basket.
Joe Rocca back in. So Chantel Valet going with a little bit of a shorter rotation here, trying to keep fresher legs. Maybe try to run Guelph out the gym. Knowing the Guelph bench not quite as deep as what Hamilton's got tonight. Jermel Kennedy in the corner. Corbin back to Jermel Kennedy. And Jermel Kennedy hits a big three.
Good move by Corbin to know that Jamel had the best match and get him the ball real quick on that reversal.
Lead back down to single digits, 46-38. Demetrius Denzel Dyson feeds it into XRM, guarded by Ty Corbin. XRM picks up his dribble on the Keanu post. Can't get the roll. You know what? Once Keanu picked that up, I don't like the dribble. I would have just liked to see him put the ball right back up.
Yeah, I agree with you on that there.
In the corner, extra pass, McKenzie, little floater, no good. Let's Lufiel in there, and then clever play, threw it off the back of Keanu post. It'll be Guelph ball underneath the basket.
Yeah, Bendigo did a real good job of owning that position before the shot went up. There's always that match between the two big guys inside. They're not outside scorers. They're both going to look for inside scores. So it was a good job on his part, fighting hard for that.
Careless turnover, the pass a little errant to Myles Charvis, and he couldn't get a handle on it. Ball knocked out of bounds, referee right there to make the call, turnover. And Mike Frazier is getting ready to come back in the game for Hamilton in place of Keanu Post. Post looks exhausted out there.
Yeah, even with that turnover there, it's on time, on target. You got to be, every time you catch the ball, you got to be ready to shoot it or pass it.
And then Rattan Mays gives the ball right back to Guelph. And then again, so it's a comedy of errors here over the past minute in First Ontario Center.
Yeah, maybe a little butterflies for Bendigo playing here at home. Burlington native, getting the start tonight.
Rattan Mays, quick first step, pulls up from the free throw line. Xavier, after a hot start, is cooled down here in the second quarter. Demetrius Denzel Dyson, though, is heating up.
Yeah, good dive by Denzel Dyson there.
Demetrius feeling it today. Lead back to 10 for the Honey Badgers. Charvis, nowhere to go. Back out to Kennedy. And Jermel just drew the contact, awkwardly threw it up, and he's going to get himself to the line.
The first quarter, Hamilton did a great job of not fouling for the first 7 minutes. And right now, the fouls have kept Guelph in the game.
So Jermel Kennedy at the line. Jermel didn't play last week against Niagara at home. Now back in action. You mentioned Jermel from Moulton, played at Lander State, Division II. Gets that free throw to go.
Chris, do you know what state it's in?
Lander? I'm going to say South Carolina.
Absolutely.
Is
Absolutely,
it?
yes.
There we go.
Yes,
That's a good
yes,
guess. I've done a little bit of research here for the game. XRM looking for space. Joe Rocca. Bernatowski. Murphy now. Got lost underneath that basket, but it's tipped out of bounds by Guelph. 4 seconds left on the shot clock. Plenty of time for Hamilton to get something off here.
Yeah, and with Hamilton always having 4 shooters on the floor, they're 2 passes away from an easy shot here still. So 4 seconds is plenty of time.
Missed attempt, Kennedy. Kimball McKenzie pushes it to Charvis. Charvis skates through everyone underneath the basket. Lovely finish, Myles Charvis.
Got to give Guelph credit. They've been boxing out real well and throwing a couple different looks here at Hamilton.
Frazier, Rocca wide open, calling for it. Pulls up, long jump shot. No good. Bernatowski, lovely tip in.
If you're going to play small, you got to get your body on people constantly.
And then Joe Rocca, I'm kind of with Joe on that. It's Corbin just bounced into him. I don't think Joe knew much about it either way. Gets called with a foul. So it looks like we got a timeout on the floor. Hamilton, Honey back.
Now they start thinking. So they've changed their zones. They've thrown some traps at them. They've changed how they're playing ball screens. So they've got you thinking, and thinking will sometimes slow good teams down.
Ty Corbin at the free throw line out of Cal State Bakersfield. Also played in the G League for the Stockton Kings, Sacramento's G League affiliate. Hits the free throw. Lead down to 7. Guelph hanging around. So even with Olufamotimi in foul trouble, Guelph keeping it close. Demetrius Denzel Dyson. And then Kaiser just ate him alive. Corbin now the other end. And it looks like Rattan Mays getting called with a foul, and XRM better watch it here. A little too much communication, shall we say, with the referees from XRM.
I'd like to go back and say Guelph's doing a little bit of what Hamilton did earlier, changing, from defense to offense. What Kaiser did a great job there, again, almost like the volleyball two-handed block there. He got up there and he just mirrored the ball and made it very difficult to get a shot off there.
You get him a jersey for the McMaster men's volleyball team, one of the most storied volleyball programs in the country.
Yeah, when you can put your hands on the top of the backboard, you can play with any volleyball team.
Rattan Mays, 1:15 to go in the half. After a hot start, XRM has cooled down in the second quarter. Got to get things going here before halftime. And then throws that one off his foot. Jermel Kennedy with the loose ball. Extra pass. Kaiser, emphatic dunk, hangs on. And now Hamilton wants a timeout after that. Or he's getting called with a technical. I thought it was a timeout. Kaiser getting teed up.
Oh, that was such a big momentum play there for Guelph. You hate to see it, hurt them on that case.
I'm not a fan of that. Okay, I know the rule, but this is one of those things. It's like, hey, we gotta put on a little bit of a show for the fans here. You gotta let these guys have a little bit of fun.
Yeah, but we've got rules, right? And we just got to abide by them. I could see what he was doing there, but when you cross them, you got to be reminded.
So huge shift of momentum, as Joe mentioned, because that was Guelph cutting the lead down to 3. And now Hamilton back up to 4. And then they're going to inbound the ball underneath the basket.
Yeah, and FIBA, the technical takes place, and it goes back to the ball so that there's no interruption on who had the basketball. So it's one shot, and we continue.
As you were, 51-47. He did make a little bit of a meal out of it on that rim, but hey, it was a nice dunk. Denzel Dyson, Corbin sneaking in the back, and then Kaiser again, another big block. Jermel Kennedy over to Kimball McKenzie, the alley-oop, but throws it off the rim. And then Samson Carter with the loose ball with 35 seconds to go in the half.
A near highlight play.
Speaking of momentum, that could have changed fortunes. And then XRM on the floor goes down hard on his ankle. Demetrius Denzel Dyson hits the jump shot, but XRM is in pain right on the Honey Badgers. It didn't look very good. He had to be carried off by a couple of his teammates. The only positive sign I saw is as he was walking to the change room, he did put a little bit of weight on that injured leg. Looks like his left leg, so we'll keep you updated once we get word what's going on there. So 10 seconds to go in the half. Myles Charvis with the ball. Shot clock is off. Kimball McKenzie puts it up for 3. Kimball McKenzie drains it, and that should take us to the half. What a way to go to half. Getting ready to start things off. I'm Chris McKee doing the play-by-play, joined by Joe Rasso. Great to have Jama Malalela, Raptors 905 assistant during halftime. Ty Corbin underneath throws that one away. Not how Guelph wants to start off the second half. Careless turnover.
Yeah, good set by Guelph. Maybe a little bit too much mustard on that pass. A good pass is only a pass that the person you throw to can catch it. So
Denzel Dyson. So still no sign of Xavier Rattan Mays. Ricky Tarrant Jr. Denzel Dyson. Inside to Murphy Bernatowski. The lefty, turnaround, gets the roll, favorable roll, and it drops in for Bernatowski.
Tough shot. Good matchup for Murphy. Murphy can score inside and out.
Kimball McKenzie, guarded by Joe Rocca. Kimball directing traffic. Charvis, wide open look. Defensive last there. Hey, Hamilton got away with one.
Got lucky. Joe Rocca starting for Hamilton the second half with the injury to Xavier.
There's Rocca in the corner, too strong. Bernatowski tips that one to Mike Frazier. Big man using his muscle, rolls that to Rocca, and Rocca can't get it to go, but he is fouled. He'll get himself to the line.
Yeah, Guelph's got to do everything they can not to give a second and third chance. But you can't just rebound. You've got to put a body on someone. In that case there, Joe Rocca got in between two Guelph players and was able to leave his feet without, anybody contending him. So he's got to make sure, if Guelph has a chance to limit Hamilton to one shot per possession, they've got to box out.
So Joe played 4 years at McMaster University before transferring for his 5th season over to Carleton, where he won the 2017 National Championship. So we pulled a Kevin Durant.
No, Kevin didn't have to sit out. Kevin's sitting out this year.
McKenzie, and has his pocket picked by Demetrius Denzel Dyson. Denzel holds up wisely. Triple D skates through everyone. Lovely finish. Demetrius Denzel Dyson.
One thing I like about Demetrius this year is he's always smiling. He's always got a positive attitude about him when he's on the court.
Jermel Kennedy out to McKenzie. Kimball, little floater, has that block by Rocca from behind. Lufiel in the corner for Corbin. Extra pass, one more. Myles Charvis wide open for 3. No good. Rebound, Honey Badgers.
But again,
and
ball movement was everything there.
And Mike Fraser's face sort of sums that up. And Mike Fraser wasn't too happy about that long pass. He was kind of like, what are you doing? But he races back and gets called with a goaltending as he knocks that one his own basket. It's going to be Guelph. Guelph now lead down to 6, 58-52. Frustration on Mike Fraser's face as he walks by us in front of the scores table. Guelph doing a little press, trying to create a turnover. Ricky Tarrant Jr. Denzel Dyson for 3, why not? Demetrius Denzel Dyson, let him know.
Good set by Hamilton. They've been running that all year there.
Extra pass, Jermel Kennedy wide open look, short on his attempt. Rebound, Ricky Tarrant. Denzel wanted that again. He wants that heat check. And Tarrant couldn't get the roll. And he was looking for a foul, but the ball goes out of bounds. McKenzie saying, I didn't want the ball. You should have pushed it up to Joel.
Yeah, Bendigo there made a great job on the board, but he's just passing it way too easy. A lot of good transition players. If you think of Draymond Green, they grab that rebound and they bust out with the dribble. Then they search.
So, speaking of Draymond just got paid today. Was it 4-year, $100 million contracts?
Yeah, the man who plays both ends of the court got paid. Congratulations.
That's one, I'm happy about that. That guy's earned a 2nd-round pick. Nothing came easy for him. Finally got his payday. Ricky Tarrant Jr. skates through everyone. Lovely finish.
I think it's the advantage of playing for Italian coaches.
Jermel Kennedy. Corbin. And Ty Corbin attacks the basket. Nicely done. Gets himself to the line. Looks like he's fouled by Murphy Vernatowski.
Ty Corbin did a nice job of putting pressure on Hamilton. He's done that pretty well all game.
And Ty, talking about Cal State Bakersfield. Also played in the Summer League with Charlotte. I love that NBA Summer League. Starting to gain a little bit more traction on TV and that.
Absolutely, and he was a teammate of Cassius Robertson, who played with Niagara River Lions this year.
Cassius, of course, 3 years at Canisius before transferring to Missouri. Averaged 20 points a game as a senior in the SEC. Ricky Tarrant Jr. racing through everyone, and Ty Corbin fouls him. Not a shooting foul. Hamilton will inbound on the sideline.
Yeah, you've got to control Ricky here. If he's in control of you, he's going to get to the rim. You can't be playing him too tight that far away from the basket.
Oh, and then Corbin hammers him this time. That's a real foul. Corbin and Ricky Tarrant having a conversation out there. And the Honey Badgers underneath the hoop, inbounds. Wide open look Demetrius Denzel Dyson, Triple D on fire.
That's a communication error on a baseline out of bounds, especially when you leave their best shooter open.
Charvis. Myles Charvis short on his attempt. Kennedy with the rebound. Kimball McKenzie. There's that movement off the ball, but couldn't finish.
Yeah, good cut, good opportunity. Guelph's come pretty close to getting a couple of shots here.
And then that's got to be a charge, is it? No, it's Kimball McKenzie called with the foul.
Like I said, Ricky's always looking for contact. If you reach in, Ricky's going to make sure that he makes the contact with you.
So count the basket, the referee says. And Ricky gets to the line. And it looks like Guelph wants a timeout.
Tarrant and Demetrius Denzel Dyson making the difference here. One getting to the basket and the other one knocking down open shots.
So Denzel Dyson with 22 right now. Ricky Tarrant with that free throw's got 16. So you never become a better team when you lose a player to injury like Xavier Rattan-Mays, but I think, you know, Xavier just came last week. Everyone kind of maybe taking a little bit step back, letting him, you know, get his legs and get his shot, and that's a bit more as you were, things back to normal for Hamilton with XRM out injured.
Yeah, and then you've got an experienced starter like Joe Rocca, who knows everything this team's done from day one. He's gonna anchor the defensive end of it, and he's gonna knock down his shot. But what you'll get more is a little bit more ball movement. Where in the first quarter, Denzel Dyson didn't get a lot of shots, opportunities. Now he's going to. That's how Hamilton played early in the season.
So Olu Famutimi back in, or picked up those 3 fouls early in the first quarter. And who's called with that foul? There's Joe Rocca with another foul. No shooting foul. Guelph inbounds underneath. Charles Kissy urging his team here. Remember, if Hamilton wins, they're in the CEBL championship weekend. Guelph wins, they stay alive. They put the pressure on Hamilton. They'll have to play them again. And a bit of a cheap foul by Bernatowski, way away from the basket.
Yeah, cheap in that it was unnecessary. It's still a foul, but it's unnecessary. He's high hedging, he's showing on that. All he wants to do is the dribbler to get a little higher and him to come back and retreat.
So Bernatowski to the bench, Keanu Post back in. Charvis blows by Post. Easy basket for Guelph.
Yeah, Myles is really quick going to the basket. And Joe just looking for help from his big on that there.
Tipped out of bounds by Joel Kindred. Still Hamilton ball, 5:40 to go in the third quarter. So the pace of the game really slowed down in the third quarter. We need a good run here to open things up. Samson Carter loses his man really easily. Nice finish for Samson.
Yeah, Hamilton's got a lot of length on the floor here. Guelph's playing without a true post.
Charvis, and then Myles Charvis, and one. Keanu Post fouls him. Myles will go to the line and try and convert.
Yeah, Guelph is really playing small ball. They've got 5 guards on the floor. Now the tough part is guarding them. The other on their part defensively is who do they guard? And so what happens is the Hamilton guys, in that case Carter, like the match he went at, they're going to the rim, they're shooting, and they're trying to get an offensive rebound if they miss.
Charvis hits it, 71-58. Ricky Tarrant Jr., and it's a blocking foul on Charvis.
Plain or in bonus situation, you try that play when you've got no team fouls or 2 team fouls, you don't get penalized. Here, you become very aggressive and you're putting one of their best free throw shooters on the line.
Ricky Tarrant back at the free throw line. Ricky has played pro in Turkey, France, Venezuela, Hungary, and of course here in Canada. Was a 2012 Conference USA Freshman of the Year. That was when he was playing with Tulane, the Green Wave, who they just got Ron Hunter as their new head coach, the former Georgia State head coach, one of my favorite coaches in the NCAA.
Yeah, and his son's a pretty good player too.
For those of you that don't remember the NCAA tournament a couple years ago, the coach that did his knee in and was lying on the bench with his leg up in the air for the whole tournament. Famutimi for three, can't get it to go. Ricky Tarrant Jr. with the rebound. Ricky coast to coast. Ooh, the Euro step around Famutimi. Lovely finish. Ricky Tarrant Jr.
That's such an experienced take.
McKenzie. Famutimi. Olu. And then he gets some contact from post. Keanu's, what do I got to do here?
In that case, stop moving.
So Famutimi at the line. Olu played at Chaminade High School in Toronto, and then transferred and played his senior year down in Flint, Michigan.
Around here, Flint, because of the Canusa games that Hamilton and Flint compete in every year, we've seen some of the greatest basketball players out of Flint play in Hamilton during these Canusa games while they were in high school or grade school.
Mateen Cleaves, one of them on that list.
All the Flintstones.
Of course, Michigan State back in the early 2000s, good chunk of the team out of Flint when they won that national championship. What was that, 2001 maybe? Of course, Mo Pete, the former Raptor on that squad. Ricky Tarrant Jr., lovely dribbling, creates space for himself, can't get it to go. Famutimi. Olu. Guelph moving the ball around. Joel Kindred, extra pass in the corner. And then Joe Rocca blocks that attempt from Olu. It's going to be Guelph ball, still with 6 seconds left on the shot clock.
By Myles Charvis, coming from the perimeter.
Kaiser, 3, 2, 1. Kimball does a shot clock, airballs it. Would have been a turnover regardless, didn't touch any rim. Ricky Tarrant Jr. behind the back. Samson Carter, what a finish. Welcome to the highlight reel.
Yeah, Ricky Tarrant has been outstanding this quarter.
Gorgeous behind the back. And then Famutimi, the response for the Guelph Nighthawks. Lead at 15. What a finish, though. Samson Carter off the gorgeous behind the back pass from Ricky Tarrant. Mike Frazier. Samson Carter was underneath the basket, yelling for it. He was wide open. Mike Frazier, and then thought he drew some contact from Kaiser. And what's the call here? Joe Rocco looking around, thinking the same thing I am.
We've got a technical here, and I'm not sure exactly where it went or where it came from.
We're gonna see what the ref says here. So with Denzel Dyson getting called with a technical, we're not quite sure why.
Well, whoever got it way a ways away from the basket.
I got Demetrius looking at me because he can hear me say his name. I'm like, I don't know why you got it. So because Demetrius wasn't involved with the play, it was Rocca and Frazier under the basket, and Demetrius off the ball.
Yeah, a ways away from the basket, but maybe he had something to say. Maybe he thought it was a foul. Maybe explain himself a little higher than that. I don't know what he did there, but the official definitely heard it. And, you know, sometimes officials have rabbit ears, and sometimes you're in the wrong spot. He definitely heard that. He called the technical. He came over to the bench, and he knew exactly what it was, and he wasn't taking it back.
I thought for a second he was going to be convinced there. He was wavering, you know. So Rocca will inbound. 78-65. Honey Badgers opened up a good little lead here in the third quarter. Ricky Tarrant Jr., my goodness, putting on a clinic. Gorgeous finish. Can't Guelph responds. Famutimi. Olu short on that attempt.
Yeah,
Hamilton with the ball.
You need more than one or two people to stop Ricky coming down the middle like that. You've got to collapse and then build your defense.
Bit of an ugly shot from Denzel Dyson. Wide open look, Kimball McKenzie. Got to drain it, and he does. Kimball McKenzie, swish.
Yeah, and Denzel Dyson's trying to draw a charge there. Officials thought it was a flop. Let the play continue.
Neymar, the Brazilian soccer star, thought that was a flop. Ricky Tarrant Jr., 2:25 to go in the third. Too strong on that attempt. Mike Frazier gives it back to Samson Carter. Can he muscle it? Third time's a charm. No, it ain't. And Kaiser with the loose ball. Leaves it for McKenzie. Myles Charvis. Ooh, you can hear the mesh on that one. Myles Charvis, big three. Saskatoon area in Saskatchewan. Championship weekend coming up August 22nd and 25th. Go to Ticketmaster.ca for ticket information. Whole weekend of events, parties, lots of good stuff going on. And we're seeing Matt Marshall for the first time, number 8 for the Honey Badgers. And he gets fouled by Joel Kindred as he enters the game.
I know Coach Kissie's not happy with that situation there. Yeah, I think he wanted to increase the tempo, put a little pressure on them. But he didn't want to put somebody on the free throw line away from the basket.
So Matt Marshall played at Brock University. He's down the road in St. Catharines. He's seen some action sparingly. Played quite a bit early in the season. But then with a lot of the new additions for Hamilton, hasn't seen a ton of floor time. But here he is, getting an opportunity.
Matt played for Coach Kissie at Brock, and Matt's a veteran. He'll do whatever you ask him to do. He's a role player. He comes off the bench for them, will play the guard spot, can shoot the ball, will do what he has to do. He's a superstar in his role for this team, and he's been the glue guy, I think, all season long with this team.
So one positive note, I'm seeing Xavier Rattan-Mays down on the bench for Hamilton. Now, he's not in uniform. He's got a hoodie on and that, but either way, hopefully that is encouraging. Charvis looking for space, running around. Kimball McKenzie, extra pass, Jamel Kennedy. Myles Charvis, wide open look. Can't get it to go. You know, when I seen Charvis running around right there, remind me a little bit of Damon Stoudemire, the old Raptor, just the way he buzzed around the floor.
I like Jamel getting the ball to him real quick. If a guy's a better shooter than you, let him shoot it.
Tarrant Jr. misses. Kennedy with the loose ball, hands it off to Kimball McKenzie. Kaiser. Feed inside to Charvis. Famu Timmy. McKenzie. And off balance, he's fouled, looks like by Samson Carter. Kimball gets himself to the line.
And I said that earlier in the game. If you watch Kimball play when he was at Buck, now if you watch him play in this league, he's very good at attacking the rim. But then a little bit like Ricky Tarrant, he'll find the contact and he'll finish. And he averages almost 6 free throw attempts per game.
Kimball, a welcome addition to the Nighthawks, as Joe mentioned, out of Bucknell University. I did get to see him in the NCAA tournament up close, 2017.
And he's heading to Spain after he's finished here in the CEBL.
Not a bad place to spend your winters. Ricky Tarrant Jr. leaves it for Carter. Samson Carter picks up his dribble. Joe Rocca now. Joe brings it to the hoop. And a lovely little lay-in. Joe Rocca.
Yeah. Great attack by Joe. Real good finish. Tough finish.
Lead back to 10 for Hamilton. Charvis underneath. Extra pass. And Kaiser, looks like he was hit, but no foul call. Joe Rocca. Joe feeling it on that one. That was going in the second and left his hand. Lovely.
Always feel better when you made your last shot.
Joe Rocca brings the lead back to 12 for the Honey Badger, 85-73. 0.3 basically the difference between the game clock and the shot clock. McKenzie in the corner. Famu Timmy hesitated. And a lot like Kawhi Leonard's magical shot. The ball bounced around the rim 3 or 4 times. Decent crowd here. I still want to call it Cops Coliseum, just like I still call it the Sky Dome. But 1,124 in attendance on a scorching August day here in Hamilton, Ontario. McKenzie falling over wisely, throws it back to Charvis. And now Myles Charvis attacks the basket, gets the roll and the basket.
Yeah. Mackenzie falling out of bounds trying to throw that pass. It's the responsibility of the other 4 guys on the team to always be visible to the pass.
So Demetrius Denzel Dyson, he's got 26 right now, season high of 32 back on May 29th versus Fraser Valley. See if we can eclipse that mark today. Ricky Tarrant Jr., he's doing his best as well. Ricky Tarrant Jr. now 26.
I think we should refer to him as the veteran Ricky Tarrant. Patience.
Kaiser got away with an extra step, but the basket doesn't fall for him. Joe Rocca pulls up for 3. Joe Rocca, heat check. Joe Rocca, big 3. 101-87. Hamilton, second best scoring team in the CEBL. Going to up that average now after putting 101 with 5 minutes to go. Olufamu Timmy, the response for the Guelph Nighthawks.
That's the 3rd back-to-back 3 we've had from Olu that responded to a 3. Keeps Guelph in the game.
Rocca again, heat check, why not? Misses on that attempt. Bernatowski, long 2 attempts, and that goes. Murphy Bernatowski.
Second chance baskets by Hamilton been the theme of the night.
Not exactly the smartest shot in the world, but hey, counts for 2, all the same. Corbin and Ricky Tarrant Jr. knocks that ball out of bounds. It'll be Guelph ball.
But when you got a Mike Frazier on your team that goes after every shot, made or miss, you're going to get second chance opportunities. And Mike did a nice job of saving that ball out to Murphy.
17 seconds left on the shot clock. Famu Timmy hit a big 3 last time down. Corbin will now try his hand at it. Short. Rebound Denzel Dyson.
And you can see Murphy asking for the ball early because he's got the matchup inside. He wants to play through him.
Ricky Tarrant Jr. Murphy's double teamed in there. Breaks out of it. Demetrius Denzel Dyson hammers home a dunk. He's having a night.
Yeah, great read on his part, slashing from the weak side. And Murphy not panicking out of that double team.
And then, Mike Frazier just ate Myles Charvis dinner. Bernatowski. And then Kaiser gives a push to Rocca. Rocca not too happy about that. Let's see what the call is here. 2 fouls on the play. So Denzel Dyson, is it on Rocca holding? And then Kaiser got the foul on that push after the whistle.
Okay, so what we've got there is a personal on the hold on Rocca, and then a technical on Kaiser for the push after the hold.
Not what you want. So a bit of an animated discussion here between Chantal Valet, Ricky Tarrant Jr.
I think Ricky be on any good debating team. He talks to the crowd, he talks to the other team, he talks to his team, he talks to his coach.
So it's Joe Rocca with the original hold, and then Kaiser gets called with the foul for Guelph on the push after. It's getting confirmation here from the scores table.
Michael Kaiser looks a little tired tonight. You know, this is a part of the schedule. You got to deal with it. They played Thursday night in Niagara in a very big emotional game. He played very, very well. And I think today he's feeling the effects of 2 games very, very close.
Hey, I did my radio shift this morning, 6 till 12. I was on doing News Talk 1010 in Toronto and Z103. Drove down to the Hammer, had a nice dinner in Hess Village before I came here.
I think he got more steps in than you.
I spent a lot of time down in Hamilton this summer, calling games, and as well spent a week down here when I was covering the Canadian Open for Golf Talk Canada on TSN. Really love that Hess Village neighborhood. Just the whole area around the arena down here in Hamilton. Really enjoy it. Lots of great restaurants.
Yeah, I'm a lifer from the Hammer, and I love Hamilton, and I always felt it was one of the best kept secrets, but the secret is out.
It's getting out, yeah. You know, this is, some call it, they're saying it's now becoming the Brooklyn of Toronto, where a lot of the, trendier people now can't afford those $2 million homes in Toronto, moving a little bit west down to the Hammer. I'm considering the move myself, to be honest. Shot clock at 5. Rocca behind the back pass. Denzel Dyson, because he gets it off as it's going. Demetrius Denzel Dyson, as the shot clock expires, drains a big 3.
He's had a great second half.
110-90, 20-point lead, largest of the game for the Honey Badgers. Famutimi underneath the basket, reverse pump lay-in, lovely.
They need some stops right now, Guelph. If they've got any chance. 3 minutes. This is 3 minutes left in your season. Got to take care of this end here first.
Well, Olu's doing his part for Guelph. He's had a huge night. Bernatowski gets away with a push-off, and then a little kiss off the glass. Tim Duncan-esque, and the finish, Murphy Bernatowski.
Yeah, that time Goliath beat David. Murph just moved him around.
Kimball McKenzie, why not? Big 3, Kimball McKenzie. Lead still at 20, 2:35 to go. Kimball's going to need a few more of those. Denzel Dyson wisely slows things down.
Murph pushed off again there, going down. That could have been a foul.
Denzel Dyson weaving through. Rocca in the corner wanted it. Joe takes it to the hoop. Extra pass, Ricky Tarrant Jr. And then what a hustle play. Denzel Dyson gets the rebound. Great no look inside, and Joe Rocca can't finish. Joe knows he let Tarrant down on that one. John Hill Simpson off the bench and a big 3 for Guelph.
Big 3 in transition. Yeah, you're absolutely right. Joe's probably more disappointed that he wasted a great assist.
We're going to see Malcolm Glanville for the first time tonight for Guelph. And there's a foul. Is it going to be on McKenzie? It is on Kimball.
Now Malcolm Glanville's coming in. He's the youth sport player from the University of Guelph, playing in limited action this year. So either he comes in as a shooter, as a scorer, or possibly they'll use him to draw some fouls if they're going to play.
CEBL Championship weekend coming up August 22nd, 25th. Guelph loses, they're done. Tarrant Jr. skates through everyone, left-handed finish. Ricky Tarrant Jr., have a day.
Yeah, I think all the guys in Hamilton, the guys that have been here all season, Tarrant, Denzel Dyson, Joe Rocca, have had Mike Frazier, have had great days for Hamilton.
Famutimi, Charvis, and then Bernatowski just stood his ground, didn't have to do much there. Corbin ran right into him.
I think Tyrell had to be reminded what his size was and what Murphy's height is.
And there's Famutimi with another foul. And then Malcolm Glanville will check in now, number 5, seeing his first action. As Joe mentioned, current youth sports player, still plays for Guelph.
You know, we can talk about it now. Xavier getting injured was a big part for Hamilton, but they did a real good job of regrouping at halftime. Leadership of the guys on the court, starting with Ricky Tarrant and Denzel Dyson the second half, was outstanding. But Guelph playing today without Connor Wood, who's their specialist, their leading scorer. Unfortunate for him not being here tonight because they played hard, but they missed him.
So, I mean, how do you pick between Ricky Tarrant and Denzel Dyson as who your player of the game is? The two of them outstanding today for Hamilton.
And the two of them have read it and played off each other all season. If they're not good friends, they will be at the end of the season. But they've done a real good job of feeding off each other.
Tarrant Jr. gets the easiest rebound he'll ever get, and Myles Charvis just tackles him. He's wearing white and blue. It looked like an Argo tackling a Hamilton Tiger Cat. Which I know we're in Hamilton, but hey, shout out to the Argos getting their first win of the season over Winnipeg. this week. Watched it on TSN.
You're the first person in Hamilton ever mentioned that.
You know what's funny? I was watching the Argos earlier this year, and I thought this could be the worst professional football team I've ever seen. And showing signs of life.
Well, when you outscore somebody 28 to 1.5, you've always got a chance to win, you think.
Yeah. People remember, hey, 0-6 going. They got pros, man. Those guys got to look their wives and kids in the face when they go home. They're going to show up and play, and certainly did that.
Well, they should worry because Labor Day's always coming around the corner. So,
well, a big injury to Jeremiah Masoli, going to put a dent in Hamilton's Grey Cup chances. They look to be one of the favorites, but see what happens moving forward.
I like the idea that the Honey Badgers took on, those Hamilton colors. Stripes look great.
Definitely these home uniforms, one of the sharpest in the league. Lovely finish. Myles Charvis high off the glass. And a good hustle getting back, playing defense. Under a minute to go in the ball game. Hamilton is going to clinch a spot in the inaugural CEBL Championship weekend. Niagara already in there. The host Saskatchewan in there. Edmonton Stingers and now the Honey Badgers just punched their ticket.
Yeah, and a Mike Frazier offensive rebound. Because what he does, and it sounds easy and simple, but Mike treats every shot as a miss. And if you make it on his team, great. But if you miss it, he's there to pick it up.
Well, he does miss that one. Joel Kindred with the rebound. 40 seconds left. So this is my last game of the season doing play-by-play. Jermel Kennedy missed on that attempt. Rebound, Ricky Tarrant. Just want to thank everyone involved with the CEBL for this opportunity. What a season, man. This has been great basketball.
Chris, it's been fun working with you, and you're absolutely right. This is just the start of something that we hope sticks around for a long time because the game out here, the quality of play is outstanding. I'm real excited about all parts of the CEBL this year.
Missed on that attempt. I can't tell you how much I've enjoyed just the basketball. Forget everything else. The basketball has been fantastic to watch. Awesome to see. What a start. Great to be part of history.